LeBron, it's time to come back home. I know you were playing games, you were acting like you were going to go to a different team, but it's time to stay with the Lakers. You know the right choice, you know what it is. LeBron, I'm going to go back to 2016, the year that you came back down 3-1 to the Golden State Warriors, the year that Kobe dropped 60 in his final game, and the year that I first started watching the NBA. I was just 9 years old, but I already knew that I found something special when I laid my eyes on you. I grew up in California, so of course I have to represent my Lakers. I can't represent the Clippers. The Clippers are not good ever. Sorry, Clippers fans. Respectfully, the Clippers are one of the most mismanaged teams of all time. But this is not a video about the Clippers. This is a video about LeBron and to LeBron. So from that 2016 to 2018 season, the Lakers were buns. They had some young players that showed a lot of promise, but watching the Lakers was not enjoyable for me. And even though they had a bunch of nationally televised games, it was not an enjoyable experience for any Lakers fan until you came along for that 2019 season. You basically changed our whole trajectory. We were not seen as anything more than an up-and-coming team, and you made it so that immediately we were expected to win. And even though that team didn't make it to the playoffs, ultimately it was because of injuries. If those injuries hadn't happened to you on that faithful Christmas day, I can remember seeing you grasp. I remember seeing you fall to the floor and then just realizing, oh shoot, our team is cooked now. Like, what are we supposed to do? And I kept hope that we would make it to the playoffs, but ultimately through injuries and just not that best of a roster, we weren't able to. And I don't blame you for that. The media shouldn't blame you for that, but they do, because everything always goes back to LeBron should have done this, he should have done more. And then the summer from 2019 going into 2020, we get the trade for AD, and we had to send out some great players and assets, but in the end, it was worth it. And congrats to all those players. They're doing great right now, Lonzo Ball, Ingram, and DeAndre Hunter. But ultimately, that trade for AD led to a championship where you got your 4th title, and you won your 4th Finals MVP. And people still discredit that bubble ring, but the true fans, the true ball knowers, they know that that was the toughest ring to win. The players that played say that, and the only ones that hate and say that it doesn't count are people who aren't even there and couldn't experience playing in isolation. But through that isolation, not being able to see your family, not being able to see Bronny, Savannah, you pulled through with AD, with JaVale McGee, with Danny Green, with Dwight Howard, all these great role players. We made a great team and we got the championship. Shooting to the top kind of made everyone's expectations go to insane places. Like when LeBron first came to the Lakers, no one expected him to even contend. They expected LeBron to just go Hollywood, time to relax, time to play golf, enjoy the California summer weather. But against all odds, you defied it and you brought us a championship, which all Lakers fans should be grateful for. If you're a Lakers fan and you think that championship doesn't count, go watch the Clippers. But reaching that mountaintop kind of messed up the trajectory, because since we had hit the peak so early into you joining the Lakers, now it was seen as something that had to be repeated over and over again because it happened so early. So going into that 2020 to 2021 season, we were expected to repeat, and unfortunately we got faced with a lot of injuries, and ultimately we didn't make it past the first round. Then we were kind of rash. We traded for Westbrook, had some mismanagement, didn't get the pieces we exactly needed, and that brought us to 2024 when we traded AG for Luka, which still is insane to think about. I'm so sorry to other fans of teams. I know Lakers fans always seem blessed. And Luka trade is still insane to me. It's insane that that's a part of your legacy. That's a part of your documentary that in 10 years, people will look back and see, oh shoot, LeBron played with Luka Doncic. Now hopefully Luka has a ring and you have another ring, but that's an insane chapter to see. And ultimately, that's kind of what this video is about. That you had these great chapters with the Lakers. And a lot of people don't see it that way because of the 2021, 2022, 2023 years. But looking past just the expectations and what you wanted to happen, we accomplished great things together. You won the first ever in-season tournament. You helped Reeves flourish into this insane player, and you made a great meme out of it. Also, you got 40K points with us, surpassing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in the all-time scoring record. 8 seasons. That's rivaling your time with Cleveland. But I'm here to tell you, why should that change? Why should you have to go to a different team instead of just ending it here with us Lakers, where Bronny's with you, where you can win a championship with your son? If you came back to the Lakers, we would have the perfect starting 5. Luka, Reeves, Quentin Grimes, you at the power forward, then Walker Kessler. Off the bench, we have Mamu, we have Matisse Thybulle, and we have Colin Sexton, who you keep avoiding playing with So it's time to finally play with him. Please, give Colin Sexton the chance. He will show you why he deserves to be on a team with you. And honestly, just from a basketball fit, coming back to the Lakers is literally one of his best decisions. He could go to the Heat with Bam and Giannis, but then it's very front court heavy. He's going to have to pick up a lot of offense. He can't have days where he relaxes. He's going to be expected to play every single game. Whereas with the Lakers, he could take some days off. He could do some load management. He could relax and enjoy his 24th season in the NBA. I mean, if you look at the Warriors, what are the Warriors going to do for you, bro? I know it'd be kind of cool to see you play with Steph, but besides that, what is their drawing factor? Nothing. You basically have a younger, cooler Steph with Luka. Okay, I'm overplaying that. Luka and Steph are not on the same level. I love Luka, but Steph is the greatest shooter of all time. But I just wanted to rage bait my Steph fans and to rage bait my Warrior fans that are watching this video. Sorry to y'all. But my point is that anything that the Warriors have, the Lakers have even better. They just got younger this offseason, and they have way more depth than they did last season. Now with Philly, I'm not going to lie. You have a very similar position as you do with the Lakers. You just slide into that 4 position, and then you have Embiid, you have Jaylen Brown, you have Tyrese Maxey to pick up some of the offense, so you could just chill some nights. If you're needed on offense, then you could pick it up. If you're needed on defense, then you could pick it up. If Embiid's injured, then you would pick up the offense that is missing from him being gone. So I do see the fit there. But the thing with Philly is it just doesn't feel like a LeBron area. It doesn't feel like that textbook ending to your legacy. 3 teams to the average fan seems pretty nice. We like the rules of 3. Cleveland, Heat, Lakers. Now if you add an extra team on there, Cleveland, Heat, Lakers, Philly, and if you don't get a championship with a new team, then everyone's just going to judge because they're going to call you ring chasing. And if you do get a chip with Philly, I think that'd be great. That would be great for your legacy. But I'm just saying if it didn't happen, then it's going to be seen as you just going somewhere for rings. Even though I don't believe that, I see the fit as a basketball player. It's not ring chasing if you're going for the fit, unless you're KD, because KD just went for ring chasing. Sorry. But that's where it does get nuanced because, yeah, LeBron would be a great fit with Philly. So it's not ring chasing because they could definitely use that 4th position right there. That's why I'm saying the Lakers have a very similar position where, yeah, you just slide into the 4 and you're able to take some days where you can relax. If Reeves is out, if Luka is out, if Kessler's out, then pick up some of that offensive slack. But if they're there, if our starting 5 is looking good, then it's great because you get to relax. And we have even better depth now than we did last year. But let's look at the one that makes the most sense for me. It's not the one that's number 1 on betting apps. Not that I care about betting apps because they're all scams anyways. But Cleveland is the number 1 choice, in my opinion, if it's not going to be the Lakers. Because Cleveland is in that similar position as you just sliding into that power forward position. Now you got Mobley, you got Donovan Mitchell, you got James Harden. So those guys could pick up some of that offense. If you want to pick up some of that offense, or if they're out, then you turn it up. It's the same thing as Philly, as the Lakers, not as Golden State, because Golden State has no depth. So they're going to have to lock in every single night. Same thing with Miami, because sometimes Giannis will be out and Bam's not dropping 83 every night. So, but Cleveland would be that storybook ending. You know, going back to the place that you grew up, going back to your hometown. It makes sense, so I'm not going to lie. But you have all your connections in LA already. While I do understand going back with your roots, you know, connecting with that side of you, you have a lot of roots in LA already. You have businesses, you have friends, you have your family out in LA. So even though Cleveland is your roots, your new roots are in LA. So it's still a great place and it's still a great ending for your legacy. I just wanted to come on here as a Lakers fan, but as someone that started loving the NBA because of LeBron. And I'm not a LeBron fanboy. If he did go to a different team, I'm going to support him. And if the Lakers get knocked out of the playoffs, then I'm going to root for LeBron all the way. As a Lakers fan, obviously I do want to see you in a Lakers jersey again. I want to see you play for us, and I want to see you break more records in our jersey, because that means something. Seeing that it happened in a Lakers jersey, that means something. Because you're an all-time Laker. No matter how much people want to deny it, you are one of the all-time Lakers. You had an all-NBA career with just the Lakers, with just your stint with Miami, with just Cleveland. You've had 3 great careers with 3 teams. And combining that into one career is insane. That's why you're the GOAT. Sorry, MJ fans, but LeBron's the GOAT. Longevity can't be denied. So LeBron, I need you to know that the fit with the Lakers is honestly one of your best options. It probably is your best option besides Cleveland, in my opinion, and I hope other people can see that as well. So come back to the Lakers. I know you made the announcement that the Lakers can move on without you. I know that you made that announcement, but that's why it would catch everyone's attention if you came back. Because you said you weren't, but now you are. You know, it's one of those classic LeBron fake outs. You know, when he was doing that decision part 2, and it was really just a Hennessy ad. LeBron loves to play with the media, so do another time where you mess with the media, where you just come back to the Lakers and you troll everyone. Who cares? And enjoy your final years playing with Bronny, playing with Luka, playing with Reeves, playing with the new revamped Lakers squad. I hope miraculously LeBron does come back to the Lakers because it is a great fit. And ironically, it is. And if you want to talk more ball, then please subscribe. We need some younger guys talking about the game, learning from the game, growing from the game. And I respect Kenny Beecham. I respect Reggie. I respect all these great players that are discussing the game. But a new perspective on things is always good, no matter what game you're talking about. It's always going to be good. So I want to have a new generation of commentators, of people that love the game, and of people that want to see some great things happen. So please subscribe. And LeBron, please come back. Please. I'm begging you. I would love to see that. Peace out, y'all. Have an awesome day.